Look, one's pointing up, one's pointing down. That's one kid's back leg and one kid's front leg. Down you go. Oh my goodness.
So I realised the other day, after a couple of comments, that we never actually shared anything on the birth of Lily's twins. And although you may have seen the kids in some of the footage, we never showed the delivery. And this is what happened, because remember, Lily was the one who was suffering from being so bloated and really kind of moaning a lot for the 2 weeks prior to kidding. And everything revealed itself quite suddenly. Whoa. Crikey. Did it catch that on camera? Did you see how much fluid that was? That's why she's been groaning and moaning for the past 2 weeks, I think. Flipping heck. Oh my... What is that? That's just litres. Don't worry, I'll make sure you don't miss anything. But while she gets on doing what she's doing, I'm trying to prepare myself with this pen over here. So now Patch, who had the cesarean, is in there. I've put all the afterbirth from yesterday in a bucket, and I've got the kettle on. I don't know if that's the right thing, but I figured if loosen it all up again. Down you go. Oh my goodness. I was actually going to try and get some sleep. That's what happened. Living on site would be easy right now. Easier. I don't really want to go home and turn around and come back again. Right, we're back. I had an hour, 2 hours sleep. But we woken up to see a hoof. And I think she's struggling. And it's Eden's birthday. Happy birthday, Eden. Okay, Eden, come on. Need the lemon ropes?
2, 3, here she's trying.
How can we...
Three games?
Look, one's pointing up, one's pointing down. That's one kid's back leg and one kid's front leg. Okay, so that's the one. Front foot. Okay. Let's get that back leg out of the way. Okay, got 2 front feet. Good girl. Just gotta hope that the other one's out of the way now. Don't eat your fur.
It's horrible. Us is our skin.
Good.
Clothes, probably.
Good. Oh, lost it. I can hear it. I can hear it.
Push, push, push.
Whoa. You got gloves on?
Yeah.
Clear that one's nostril. Well done. Okay, make sure it's clear. All the way clear. Get it right in front of her. You can grab a towel over on the hay bales. Good girl, Lily. Go and pop the kettle on because we need to get the dead baby soft again. That's something I never thought I'd say. Right, I think we need to get this other one out. Give me a push.
massive. Oh my!
He's a bit... I think he's a bit bent. He hasn't taken a breath yet. That was proper, that one. There was, this one came up backwards, that one was coming out forwards. There were 4 left. She's ready for a baby. So we need to decide which of these. I don't know how we're going to do the colostrum. We'll have to bottle feed it. Something. That's a boy. Good girl.
So by this point, it's been about 36 hours or more since she lost her kid. So I think we kind of missed the window, really. However, we could have progressed a little bit further by leaving it in and maybe even tying her up a little bit, or using like an adoption crate setup to get that kid feeding and hopefully get the scent coming through. But in the end, she didn't really show much interest, so we moved it back in with Lily to keep things nice and simple.
So she did it, our little troublemaker. This poor girl has been carrying around like 20 kilo, or maybe not that much, but a lot of fluid unnecessarily, which is why she's been so uncomfortable. Now she's like empty, and she was carrying these whoppers. So this girl looks like a cracker. Look at her, already standing up. My number 1 helper, happy birthday. Look at her. 6 o'clock this morning she was up, opened her presents. We looked at the webcam. Your new overalls are on, they're probably covered in slime already. And now you're absolutely freezing. In my coat and a dog bed on you.
It's just my feet, they're freezing.
You need thicker socks, get some welly socks. Alright, everything's frozen. I left stupid o'clock, so I didn't put any insulation over the pipes. But Joe's on the way to bring us breakfast, and she's going to bring some water, then we can make up some milk to top up the little runt over here. And everyone else seems to be okay. Woo. Bring on lambing. Look at these. We're getting to the point now where we can almost put them all in together. This one here is the most lively of the bunch. She's a jumper and a frolicker. Oh, we need to iodine these over there.
Milk.
I'll get the heat lamp over, shall I?
Well, I think it's more about they just need some milk.
She stood up so quickly.
Oh, got a little back leg shaking. Right, this way. There. Come on. You're going to be able to be the one.
I've made sure the teats are flowing now. That first bit does take a bit of work to kind of pull it through. They're kind of capped, sealed off somehow. There you go. I've got someone coming for a meeting here in 20 minutes time. What a way to meet someone. Both of them are good. I just need to get a bottle into the runty one.
So there'll be a bit of an update on this one later on in this video, but remember, this is the triplet. This is the tiny one that came out with the sort of deformed or weak back legs. So
I feel like that might be it for season 1 of kidding, but I think we've probably got our hands full with lambing, and there's 7 weeks I think until that point. So this has been a good warm-up fact. What have we learnt? Well, don't live too far away, do it at a warmer time of year, and drink more coffee. Well, the goats are just over a week old now, so it's about time that they all meet each other. Just yesterday opened up some of the pens so they're mixed together, and we're going to let them through into this nice big straw-filled section here, and this will be their nursery. They can be in here with the mums until I'm ready for them to go out and about. Right, here they are. Always manages to find the sunny spot, that one. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Mums, you're going. I'll find. Oh, you can get more food in a minute. Go on. Rightly or wrongly, I've decided to put Patch in. She's had a week of recovery now. She just wasn't happy on her own, obviously, and she's not really showing any interest in the kids, so that's fine. It's more a case of if she's bumped by one of the others, but it's settled down now. No, that's not the plan. Oh, peace and quiet, she's found her kids. They really didn't even want to know. She's alright for her first time mum, she just needs to learn to chill out. Come around here then, mate. Here. Ooh, you're hungry. Getting it all in your face. So this is, I guess, a week of bottle feeding. So it took ages to get him started. Remember, he couldn't stand for the first week of his life, and now he's had a bit of physio in the front room. He's finally getting the grips of it, and he's doing well. But because we've only got one that we're bottle rearing, he was just he was living with the rabbits in the conservatory for a while, hanging around with the dog, basically getting confused. So what happened is his back legs didn't work, so he was basically army crawling along for the first 2 days trying to feed, and he was a really good feeder from his mum, but just couldn't stand up, so he was losing out. And eventually, well, then we started giving him a bit of bottle feeding alongside mum, and then I think that just changed the scent, because the only other option would have been to milk mum and then bottle feed that to him. Anyway, long story short, she started ignoring him and concentrating on the other two triplets, so that's why we had to take him away. But also because he wasn't getting any stronger, because we couldn't really get in there, he was getting stood on. But you can see his back legs here and here, they were like rubbed raw because he was just dragging himself along on the straw all the time. So we sprayed them just with some antibiotic spray so they wouldn't get infected. But as you can see now, he's walking around, which is cool. Just means that we've got a little bit more babysitting for a few weeks until he's onto hard feed and we can wean him off. Look, there's your big brother, that one with the spot. Go and hang out with him. Now another little update is everyone's kind of in together now, all getting on. Most of the time, Patch, who's the one that lost her kid and had the cesarean, is just with the bunch, hanging out with the adults. But occasionally she just takes herself off down the other end, which is a little bit sad. So I'm hoping to get up to Heber, who is the guy who we bought these from, and we're going to pick up a bunch more kids. They're kind of teenagers, kids. But it just means that there'll be some non-mums in the group. That might just dilute this whole demographic from being just mums and kids and her to just a mixture of ages. They're all either does or wethers, so they could all run in one. But you can see how much smaller he is. This is just oh no, that's his big brother who came out huge. So these came out as triplets. I don't know if that's the girl, might be. We need to get the ear tags on, but he is just tiny in comparison.
So it's been a few weeks again, and we've now added to the herd. As you might have seen in a recent video, we bought these store goats which are basically from the same herd, and the nice thing is one of these larger wethers is actually Lily's kid from last year. So the goat that lost its kid with the cesarean has been reunited for a while. Anyway, so these have now settled in. We've now got a growing herd, all ready and waiting to get out and about on the farm, down by the trees, out on the grass, and just hopefully we'll get some decent fencing up and in place and safe and secure before they go out around Easter time. So Ash is still getting his bottle feeds. He still thinks he's a dog and he still follows us around, but apart from that, everyone is good. And kidding went okay, and we learnt lots, but it's now a real countdown to lambing. If you haven't subscribed, then make sure you do, because there is bound to be more and more videos, especially when we start lambing, whether that's indoors, outdoors. We'll see what the weather does. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.